Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, and welcome to this week's Coming Soon video. For those of you who don't know, every single week I make a Coming Soon video where we talk about what's coming soon. But for the past couple of weeks, for the past few weeks, we kind of have had... we haven't really had much of anything because we haven't had what a lot of times I use in this video. Since we have a developer's roadmap, we have a Save the World roadmap, a developer's blog, something like that that will kind of let us know, hey, this is why this is happening, or what's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. Now, we don't have one right now. Hopefully, we will be getting one this coming week or next week for Season 11, and that's the next question. When is Season 11 happening? So let's jump into this, guys. We're going to talk about this. We're going to go and we're going to talk about several things that we have kind of seen from the most recent patch notes, because I think it's really important to talk about, and we're going to see what's going to be happening. So thank you very much for watching. Here we go. The first thing I want to talk about is what the information that we do know. So if we actually go to it's not here. There it is. Okay. So if we actually go, I did ask someone to let me know when, because if you don't know, on Xbox and PlayStation, it usually gives you the dates of how long a season lasts. And people were telling me that on the PlayStation Network, it's listing that October 6th is going to be the end of Season 10, which kind of makes sense. October 6th is actually going to be next Sunday. So potentially, we don't really have updates on Mondays or on Sundays. We usually have them Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursdays. So it could possibly mean that even though the end of the season is on October 6th, it's going to be a couple more days to wind down, or that week. The week of the week of the 6th of October is going to be. So I think that probably we're going to be seeing Season 11 coming to us either Tuesday the 8th, Wednesday the 9th, or Thursday the 10th. That's what I think. That's what I think is going to be happening. Now, we do know that there have been a lot of rumors and a lot of talk about things that will be coming in Season 11 for Battle Royale, but we don't really know anything about what's coming with Save the World. We've got some theories, and I want to briefly touch on those right now. So if you guys know, the way that Fortnite works is that 1 week we'll get a patch update. Currently, we're on patch 10.40. We're in week 9 right now, and normally the seasons last about 10 weeks, sometimes 12 weeks. So right now, like I said, we're in version 10.40, and next week we'll get 10.40 content update. But we don't really know what that means. For Save the World, unfortunately, the content updates have normally just meant, lately, they've just meant us getting a new character to escort during Hit the Road, and potentially maybe a new weapon, not really heroes. Yeah, a new weapon, like maybe a new weapon in the game. So that's what we have. That's what we know so far. We don't really know anything else. Now, what is weird about this one is that we see here, it says Quinn hits the road. Quinn embarks on her final journey to broadcast her Song of Summer. Now, what could that possibly mean? If we go over to the patch notes, I'll show you here, we do have that, this past week we did have the mini quest line with Director Riggs. That was interesting. It was really fun and interesting. It was interesting to see them kind of, try and bring that back as well as they did in Season 9 with Locke and all that. So we keep seeing Kevin the Cube is around. We're potentially going to be seeing something, and this is the thing, it could potentially be huge, and that's what I look at. What they could do with Save the World in Season 11 could be gigantic, guys. It could be huge, or because they're setting themselves up for it. But again, in our experience, never really has been like that. But we'll talk about that a little more. There's Quinn hits the road for the last time. Does that mean that next week's content update, Hit the Road's going away completely? Does it mean we're getting one more, a different character? I don't know. We're going to have to see that. Hopefully, we will get a tweet sometime soon, maybe today or tomorrow, that will tell us, because I'm pretty sure that the content update will be dropping probably either Tuesday morning or Wednesday. So it's going to be probably dropping there. And the other thing that we had was the changes in the weapons. Now, this I think is really important, because this balancing here is, you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, I've been talking about balance. I've been saying balance all day long. It's getting a little annoying. I know it's getting a little annoying, but I've been saying balance, 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 and I've been talking constantly about balance in the game. And this is the thing. Balance needs to happen. And this right here, this changing right here that they did, these bug fixes so that certain weapons no longer damage propane tanks, this overly aggressive damage fall off that causes explosions to do less damage over here, all of these changes right here that they did, I feel that these are a serious balance in the game, balance adjustments in the game. Now, I am working on a video here. I do want to go through and talk about all these weapons. I gotta tell you, it's actually kind of interesting because a lot of these weapons, I really wish they would just give us a table maybe, or like a reference or something, and let us know, hey, by the way, the Freedom's Herald, its damage was increased by 20%, you know? Or let's say, you know, fire rate increased by this, damage by this, explosive damage by this, impact. If they would just tell us what exactly changed here, because I gotta tell you, the only one that I was really able to know exactly what happened was the Zap Zap, because I know my Zap Zap. You guys know, I know my Zap Zap. And I gotta tell you, there was at least a 20 to 27% damage increase in the explosion. That is huge. That is really huge. Let's say against an enemy before that my Zap Zap would do 100,000 damage, it does 127,000 now. That's the max that I've seen. The only reason why I've been able to see this is because I know my Zap Zap. I love my Zap Zap. It's my favorite weapon. You guys know that whenever, of course, there's much more powerful weapons out there, but if I need a weapon that I know is not going to let me down, and it has everything. It has everything for me. It has range. We talked about that yesterday with the must-have video. Go check it out if you haven't. It has range. It has explosive damage. It has AoE. It's got everything I want. Yes, you're never going to hit 1,000,000 damage with the Zap Zap, but you don't need to. The Zap Zap is perfect for clearing out enemies. But anyway, enough promotion for the Zap Zap. The only reason why I know exactly what happened to the Zap Zap is because I played it so much. I don't really know so much about these other weapons. The Tiny Instrument of Death, I think, got a ridiculous increase in damage. I don't know. I need to actually level up another one I have and try it out, because I was like, wait, what's going on here? From what I remember, it didn't have that much explosive damage, but I don't know. I need to try the V6 launcher too. So a lot of these changes right here, I feel, are very, 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 very indicative of them trying to do something, trying to work on something. And something else that happened was that we got the cinematic. We got the Canny Valley, end of Canny Valley cinematic, the stand and fight one. Yes, thank you very much to all of you guys who sent me links on YouTube, or people who have uploaded that. Thank you very much also to the people who taught me how to get the cinematic for myself. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed that. And I really have been, you know, going through it. I actually want to do a video, maybe if the season doesn't end this week, which it probably won't. Next week, you guys are going to see me do a breakdown of that cinematic, but not in the way you guys think, because you know what? Yes, I think it is a little bit of a teaser of what's coming in the future, but to me, it more shows just how far back we are in the game. And by that, I mean that for those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know that from the very beginning of Save the World, after about 3 months of Save the World, I thought that Save the World was going to go free 3 months later. No, Battle Royale came out. And, you know, 3 or 6 months, I thought, you know, 3 or 6 months is when Save the World is going to go free to play. It's going to be awesome. And here we are sitting 2 years and 3 months later almost, and it's still not free to play. But I really do feel that the Canny Valley storyline was delayed. I think the Canny Valley storyline was supposed to come out about 6 months after the game came out. I mean, early, 2017? Yeah, at the beginning of 2017, I think, is when Canny Valley was supposed to come out. And they were going to progress. But what happened? A very, very popular thing happened. Battle Royale. Battle Royale took over the world, took over everything, and I'm sure that they put a lot of the resources to there. So the Save the World development team, they're awesome. You know, I really appreciate what they do. I really do. And, you know, when I say this, I really talk about the fact that I seriously believe that the Save the World team are doing and have done everything they possibly can. I appreciate them. I don't think they're a giant team, and I do believe that they have done the best they can with what they have. They need, for us to get the Save the World that we all want, the Save the World that we deserve, They need a much larger development team. They have amazing ideas. We can see it. And ever since Blockbuster, the storylines, the concept, everything got slowed way down. We've seen weapon sets and things that don't really make sense come out in certain times. Probably because the weapon sets were already scheduled to come out at a certain time, and the weapons weren't ready yet. We've had all of that. Even with like the sci-fi. The sci-fi setup for me was a crazy one because it was like, where's our going to space? Where's our aliens? Where's our sci-fi? You know, this is why the sci-fi setup should be coming out. Will that happen in the future? Potentially, possibly. We may get visited by aliens. Actually, we did get visited by aliens in War Games. War Games has a giant UFO that comes down. We have the giant UFO. We have the sci-fi items. We have the heroes. We have all of that, but we don't have the main storyline that goes with that. So I know. We had a Zayla Clark. We had the whole, that whole Beyond the Stellar Horizon. We had all of that, but I really do feel that there is a bigger point to that. I feel that there's a bigger part of the whole sci-fi thing and within Save the World. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of this, it's Save the World got slowed way down. Canny Valley took way longer than we expect to come out. They stretched it out over how many seasons? It was way long, and now that we see the Canny Valley cinematic, it's like, to me, I feel like the Canny Valley cinematic should have come out a year ago. Right after it, up, like Canny Valley, part 1, part 2, part 3, cinematic, boom, going into Twine Peak and the future. I feel like the cinematic is way too old. That's the thing. It's old. It's old news. And yes, is it, kind of preparing us for a potential future Save the World? I hope so. Is it preparing us for a Twine Peaks area or a different biome or a different area? I hope so. There's a lot of things that don't really make me feel that way, like someone who sent me on Twitter a screenshot of what happens after day 667. I'm going to be talking about that soon as well. That's really interesting to see that after day 667, it's very interesting. We're going to have to talk about it soon. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Coming soon. We know that coming soon is version 10.40, 10.40 content update. Maybe we're going to have a new person, a very last person hitting the road. Perhaps we're going to have a new weapon, maybe one last weapon before the season ends. Don't forget, Hit the Road will be going away. The Long Road Home will be going away. And, of course, the Timeless Mini Quest will be going away. So, if you haven't done all three, highly recommend it. I know at the Long Road Home, a lot of people have told me, it's no big deal. It's like you get some stuff, you get a choice of weapon, which you can get out of the llamas, you get some gold, and you get Dennis Jr., who's no big deal. But like I've still told you guys before, I believe Dennis Jr. is going to be huge in the future. I think he is going to be an amazing character once we get an axe that is going to be worthy of him. Hit the Road. It's a great way to do it. Make sure you do it. I actually have to hit the road a little bit. I have to hit the road a little bit because I still have to do 2 more to get myself Bladestorm, Enforcer, or Ragnarok. I think I'm going to go Ragnarok. And of course, the new one, the new Timeless Mini Quest. It's great. Get it done. The last thing I want to say is don't forget, guys, that tickets, if you don't use your tickets on Rad Llamas, then they will automatically change and they will show up here as different llamas. As you guys see, I have Pirate and Sci-Fi Llamas I'm still holding there. I don't know why I'm holding them. But if you don't use your tickets, they're not going to roll over to next season. They're just going to be transformed into Rad Llamas. I am going to be doing an opening. I think I'm going to open another 10 llamas because I do want to try and get a couple of the other heroes and weapons I don't have yet to fill up my collection book. So I'll be doing that before they go away. And then I'll just let the rest roll over here, unless this very last week, next week, which is going to be the content update, we either get back the legendary troll llama, or you never know, they might release another previous llama from before, like we have before. You guys know what I'm talking about. The military llamas and the neon llamas. That may happen again, but those are probably going to be used with V-Bucks, which I wouldn't recommend to do it then. Ooh, that's a good melee llama. Do you have... No, you don't. I need a good Krypton sword too. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2. You know what? I hope that we get something coming soon. I hope we get developers roadmap soon. I hope we get some other information. If we do, you guys know I'm going to make a video about it, talking all about it. But for now, this is all we have. This is all we know. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. And So yeah.